a model. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm blind and I'm so excited for today's video. I'm gonna walk you guys through everything I do to do my makeup as a blind person. Let's get started. Step one, obviously gotta put the hair back because I do not want to get makeup in my hair. Sometimes it still happens anyway, but what are you gonna do? We're gonna be starting off with SPF because SPF is extremely important. I'm using the whipped cream sunscreen that I absolutely love. This is so fun. I think I got too much. I definitely got too much. So this is gonna take a minute. Oh my, it's getting worse. What have I done? I will say this does blend really well. I got it from Ulta. So if you want it, you should definitely try it because it is absolutely amazing. I love using it so much. And I think I got it in my eye. Oh no. Now it's time for the makeup. I'm so excited to show you guys how I do this. I have my Mrs. bag, which I love because I am married. I got married in May, super exciting. Don't need that yet. Do need that. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Oh wait. Not yet. Nope. Not using that. I do need that, but not yet. Nope. Yes. A lot of people get very confused on how I tell what product is what. There's a couple things. One, I do have some remaining vision. So, you know, I can kind of tell. Two, I could find these products without seeing because of feel. I can tell what a product is based on how tactile it is. I memorize the feel of it, you know, what kind of packaging it's in. Those are the kind of things I do to find out what product I'm holding in my hand, even if I go totally blind and close my eyes so I can't see anything. This has more of a plasticky feel to it. That's how I tell. Obviously, it's not really hard to apply primer, like, you know, you just go around your face. That's kind of the whole thing. I use my hands, then we just rub it in. Now I have to go find all the makeup I threw on the floor. So now that I've established how I find the products, now it's time to show you how I actually apply the products and know if they're blended or not. I'm using a Charlotte Tilbury Glow Foundation, which is really, really great, but it is almost gone, so I need to buy another one. Same thing again, just feeling around my face, where to put the dots. Pretty simple. I used to rub my foundation in with my hands because I was not used to using brushes at all, but I got these last year because I was confident that I could learn how to use brushes and not my hands because I used my hands to feel everything. That's how I do things as a blind person. But I wanted to try using brushes and figuring out how to get everything blended just as well with the brush. Obviously go around the head, you know, blend it in, and it does help to have a sighted person on standby just in case, which I do. My husband is on standby and I'm like, check it out, is it blended? And he'll come over to me and he'll be like, gotta blend it here, we need to fix this, we need to fix all of this. So he'll save my life and blend things for me, but he's not here. So we're flying solo. No help from a sighted person at all. Honestly, it's not like super, super hard, but sometimes it can be. If I don't blend it into my hairline enough and there's just like a white circle around the foundation, you can tell that I missed a lot. If there's still product on the brush and it's still wet, then I feel like it's not blended. That's kind of my fly thought process. And there's still a lot of product around my face that I can feel is still wet, so it's not blended in. It's kind of funny, but I'm honestly shocked at how many people are always confused how I do my makeup, but it's really not that hard, you know? You just have to figure it out. Like, obviously, I wasn't always good at makeup, okay? And I'm still not amazing at it. Like, I'm not doing crazy techniques or doing crazy eyeshadow or anything, but at least I know how to do it. Everything seems blended to me, so there we have it, foundation. I couldn't quite see this product for a minute because of the sun in my face, but I do know which product this is even without seeing the color because this is the only product I have that can do this. This also has a scent to it, so that's also a good indicator. It smells like strawberries. This is the Revolution Makeup Dory Blush. I literally love it so much. Put a little dot here, a little dot there, blend it in, and there you go. Dot number 1, 2, and obviously I can feel it going onto my skin. Sometimes I do get a little nervous about blush because someone did come up to me once and was like, blush. I was like, is it that bad? I honestly didn't think it was that bad, but she was like blending it out. Don't be alarmed, I did know this person, but I was just very confused. I was like, is it that bad? I usually like to blend it up here like this. Next up is highlighter. Again, going in with a Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. I have used this one so much, it is almost gone. This goes with placement. Totally forgot to explain how I put on the blush. I know where my cheekbones are. That's how I know where to put it. With this, I know it goes right underneath the blush. So boom, perfect, just like that. Charlotte Tilbury concealer. Obviously the skin under the eye is a lot thinner, so it's pretty easy to tell where that is. Also, it's right under my eye, so it's not like it's rocket science or anything. My biggest problem with concealer is blending it out because I don't always blend it out enough. Okay, I definitely got that sunscreen in my mouth and the aftertaste is in my mouth right now. Like, I can taste the sunscreen. Do not recommend. I feel like it's so hard to tell when concealer is blended for me. Next up is eyeshadow. I use a very simple palette most of the time. I just usually use one color. I usually do my eyeshadow with my fingers because it's just so much easier that way. As far as seeing the colors, if I were totally blind, I'd probably just have to like memorize my go-to, maybe put some Braille over it. I don't read Braille. I know, crazy, a blind person doesn't read Braille, but I never learned it when I first went blind because I was slightly in denial and refused to get help for being blind. I do know where I go to. Honestly, I only use one shade in this, let's be real. I use this middle one here or the one above it. I had learned how to use brushes on my eyes. It's just not the most comfortable thing for me. I'm just like a one shade on the lid kind of person. I can't tell if I'm getting everything. See, when it comes to like pinks, I can't really see if it's on my eyelid or not, so sometimes I'll put way too much. And most of the time I don't even wear eyeshadow, but for the purposes of this video, I am. That should do it. Gotta set the face. You know it's working when the setting spray is in your lungs. That's when you know you've used enough. Anyway, next we're moving on to mascara. Now this one can be tricky. Sometimes mascara is kind of hard to use. Obviously, you know, there's a side that you use and that can be really hard for me to see because I can't always see the curve. My biggest problem though, for sure, is getting the black mascara in between my eyes on my nose. Like, this is where the mascara ends up usually, especially when I try to do the corner of my eyelashes. But I did learn a trick from Molly Burke, who is also blind, and she usually puts her fingers here and then does it, which is genius. Usually I don't do that because I don't know, I like to live on the edge. I went ahead and finished my mascara off camera just to make sure. I had to get really, really close to the mirror, and when I say really close, I'm talking this is the mirror, this is my face. I just realized I forgot lipstick. This is also Charlotte Tilbury. If you can't tell, I like Charlotte Tilbury. When it comes to liquid lipstick, I do mess up and sometimes it does leak over onto my face. With these, I don't usually do it. Could be a model. There you have it. This is how I do my makeup as a blind person. Obviously, it's going to be different for every blind person on how they do their makeup. For a totally blind person and a blind person like myself with some remaining vision, it's probably going to be different and we're going to do things differently. But this is how I do my makeup as a blind person. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. I love answering questions. As always, make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more Blind Girl content.